Hello class, I'm Billy Floyd as you know, and for me and Zach's project, we are doing the scientific method and lab safety skills. The scientific method is the universal approach to scientific problems. The steps of the scientific method are finding a problem statement, researching, creating a hypothesis, experiment, record your results, and make a conclusion. Creating a hypothesis is necessary because you make an educated prediction on what you think will happen in your experiment. At the end of the experiment, you will see if your prediction was right. After the hypothesis, you set up a controlled experiment with a control group, experimental group, independent, and dependent variable. The control group is the group that is used for comparison. Experimental group is the group of the subjects that you are exposed to the variable of the controlled experiment. The independent variable is what you manipulate, and the dependent variable is what you measure. After the experiment, you make a conclusion based on your data. Make an inference, which is a conclusion based on what your data says, and make a theory supported by your evidence.
Hello class. There are many pieces of lab equipment, and learning how to safely use them is a crucial part of lab safety. There's a Bunsen burner, which is used to heat up objects and fluids. The test tube, which holds liquids to sometimes be heated up. And remember, be careful with glass. The crucible tongs to hold and move hot test tubes. The graduated cylinder, which is used to measure the volume of liquid. The beaker, which holds liquids and objects to be measured. The ring stand, which holds test tubes over the Bunsen burner. The Erlenmeyer flask, which is a container with a neck so it can be held with a clamp. A funnel, which helps to pour liquids. A test tube clamp, which holds the test tubes on the ring stand. And a triple beam balance, which measures the mass of objects. Be careful when using sharp objects such as dissecting scissors. Never squirt yourself or others with a dropper. And when working with chemicals, always wear gloves, never drink from any loose containers, and always wash your hands after.
Never, under any circumstances, eat or drink in the lab.
Don't do it. When you are heating a test tube, always slant it so the open end of the tube points away from you and others. Never heat a closed container, such as a test tube that has been closed, with a stopper.
Tie back long hair and keep loose clothing away from the laboratory equipment, chemicals, and sources of heat and fire.
Do not use glassware that has cracks or large chips. Tell your teacher about the damage and get a replacement.
Oh no, I see a large crack. Better tell Miss Phillips.
Tell your teacher about any injury, no matter how minor it may seem.
Ow, I cut my finger. Better tell Miss Phillips. You should always know where the fire extinguisher is located in case of any emergency.
There it is.
No way!
If you spill a chemical or get any on your skin, wash it off immediately. Also, report the incident to your teacher.
Ow, that burns. Oh, I better wash my hands. And tell Miss Phillips about this one. Never inhale or taste any of the chemicals you are using in the laboratory.
Wow, I am so thirsty. I better not drink any though.
Know what equipment to use when handling hot glassware. Do not use bare fingers to pick up hot test tubes or beakers. Use test tube holders and beaker tongs.
Oh wait, that's a hot beaker. But I have some tongs to pick it up with. Now I'll stay safe. Dispose of chemicals according to the instructions provided by your teacher.
Miss Phillips told me to put this on the shelf. Better go do it.
Turn off the gas and water after you are done with them. Disconnect any electrical devices.
Oh, I just had a really long lab, but I should always clean up. Turn off the water and the gas. After the lab, always wash your hands thoroughly.
Wow, that was a tough lab, but I should always wash my hands.
Do not use electrical equipment around water. If electrical cords seem to have exposed wires or if you get a shock handling electrical equipment, notify your teacher immediately. Do not attempt to disconnect the equipment yourself.
Oh my god, there's a plug right next to the water. Oh, that was a close one. Use laboratory apparatus as it is intended to be used. For example, do not stir a solution using a thermometer, plastic ruler, or your very own pen.
Wow, this solution really needs to be stirred, but all I have is a pen. Can't stir it yet.
Clean your work area by returning materials to their appropriate places, washing glassware according to your teacher's instructions, and wiping off the lab surface.
Look at all this water that's spilled. That's not good. Good thing I have these paper towels to clean up this mess. I'll let that sit. These tongs are out, but I better put these tongs where they belong.